All right, thank you all for coming. Welcome to the channeling session. It's going to be an amazing one. I already feel their energy. And when technology happens like this, where there are issues, oftentimes it means something powerful is coming through. For those of you who have testimonials, please share them in the chat so that other people can see the value that you're getting as well. Of course, if you feel comfortable. I'll take a moment to tap in. Before we get started, please keep your cameras off and yourselves muted throughout the entire call. Thank you. Hello and welcome. We are thrilled to have you here today. There are many changes on your planet on this day, so be aware of the changes in yourself and you will begin to see the changes in the world around you. First and foremost, for those of you who are struggling with depression, it is time to let this go. Depression in your world has many manifestations. Sometimes people are tired, sometimes they are sad, other times they are angry. When you see any of these feelings or behaviors within you, please know that it could be a form of depression. For the humankind, depression is a result of changes happening in your body, in your mind, in your spiritual path, and know that when you resist change, you will be depressed. When you resist challenges as a form of growth, you will be depressed. If you have a sensation to run from your life, this also is a sign of resistance to change. Our kind live in the fifth dimension, and here we do not resist change simply because we are constantly in the flow of energy. Humans have a situation in their world where the 3D component makes change and transition sometimes feel like a great difficulty. Your world also has validation constantly all around it for this continuation in resistance to change. Anytime you exclude yourself from the humanity around you, you resist change. Anytime you have a thought or a reaction to a situation where you feel different from, separate from, unique in a way that makes you in opposition with another, is a indication of a fear of change. Many of you have spent many years practicing non-duality or a practice of the kind where you are attempting to find within yourself an experience of connection, not only to the world around you, but it is more greatly an experience of the connection within you. When you are separate from in any way, whether it is through your beliefs, the way you look, the way you think, the way you believe others should think. Any form of separation on this level is a fear of being in the flow of life. Everything that you desire in your life that you do not currently believe you have is this resistance to change. Every type of suffering in your world for which you are having experience is resistance to change. And so many of you, and we hear your thoughts, are asking, how do I change? Many of your questions, if you think about it carefully, are simply asking us, how do I change? How do we change? And when your questions focus on you and how you can change, instead of focusing on how to change others around you or situations around you, you are on the right track. Change is, in some ways, more challenging in the 3D realm simply because the density or the gravity of your cells and your energies collecting into a more solid form, in other words, 3D existence, you have a greater challenge with assisting the 3D matter into greater relationship with 5D or energetic frequency. This minor challenge is a perception that your world has, but in fact, from our perspective, it does not exist. You have many beliefs in the 3D world that prevent you from living in true connection and love. Many humans subscribe to anger, frustration, and hate. It has become a chronic problem and addiction in your world. And in continuing these patterns, your world is in a great sense of conflict. But the time is now for those of you with awareness to begin to focus inward for your transformation and change, yet focus outward for the expression of your love. For some of you, you may call this playing small, where you know that you have greater abilities within you, greater abilities in your heart, and greater abilities for your expressions in the world. Yet you somehow believe that you cannot access it. Full access is right within you, right now. And as you tap into this grace and beauty within yourself, this love and connection within yourself, be sure to take it out to the greater world. If you are in an internal space, impacting a few people, but you are not taking your gifts to a greater place in the world, now is the time. Step forward, even if you are afraid, even if you do not understand how it all work out. Your need for control is not helpful in terms of bringing this energy, information, and these gifts forward. You all are full of love. Your hearts are full of love. Your hearts are full of kindness. Your hearts are full of generosity. Fine-tune your relationship to yourself. Fine-tune your relationship to your internal world. Know that you have everything you need to be the spectacular and magnificent person you are. Start with one thing. Step forward in one way. Move forward with this one thing and keep going, even if it feels like a challenge. That means if you are organizing a group where you can help impact the connection between people, and you know this is the right thing to do based on the brain and heart coherence that happens as you think about it, do that. Do it now. Do it today. Move forward with these beautiful expressions of your own love for yourself, which will become the love that others seek to connect with as well. If you have a book you wish to write, write it. If you have a workshop you wish to plan, do it now. Pick your dates, choose the moment, and let it all unfold. The people who need to show up for your book, for your gathering, for your course, for your expression of art, whatever it is that brings love and connection to you in your heart, it is time for you to bring this forth. Yes, you may need to continue to work at your job. You may continue to make money to pay your bills, but in one small way today, make that change. Take that step forward. Be brave in yourself, knowing that as you step forward, the path will appear. It is a time today, due to the effects of the galactic alignment that recently happened, where time will speed up for each of you. And that means it is time for you to step into what you might call your purpose. Do not get hung up on the term. Do not get hung up on why, what, where, and how. Do not try to think through. Just take action. There is great power from this galactic alignment. There is great energy moving forward with this galactic alignment. And you have now been set on a fast course for completion in this task, this beautiful expression of your heart going forward. Today is your day. Do not hesitate. Move forward. Bring that love forward. Talk to others who are in the same place, who believe in you, who love you as you are, who love these expressions you have to bring forth. Speak with these people and have them help you bring this dream to life. Increase the number of times you connect and meet to have these conversations. Let go of the stories you have about who you think the other person might be. Let go of the need to fix or change. Know that their dream is just as important to this world as the dreams that have already been expressing themselves to this day. If you wish to change your world, and all of you are here because you wish to change your world, today is your day. Today you step forward. Today you get into the swiftly moving river and go downstream. Today is the best day. And if today you do not take action, tomorrow is your best day. Know that now is the time. Whatever you have within your heart to bring forward, today is your day. We ask you now to close your eyes, focus on your natural breathing, scan your body for any energy frequencies that feel a little off. Know where they are located. For the breath work we do today will be very different. We will begin with the heart breath. Here are the instructions. You will breathe in through 6 and 5 to the heart, where you will expand the energy wide around your body. As you release and exhale, the energy will come back into the heart, rise up the spine, out the top of the head, where it will pass through 8 and go into the quantum field of 9. We will begin on 3. 1, 2, 3. Breathe in through 6 and 5 to 4. Release and exhale from front to back and up the spine. Pass through 8 to 9. Breathe in through 6 and 5 to 4. Release, contract the energy back to 4. Circle around, back up the spine to 9. Breathe in through 6 and 5 to 4. Release, circle the energy from front to back and up to 9. We will do 10 more of these breaths silently. Breathe in now. Resume natural breathing. We will begin the spiral breath from 9 to 0. Here are the directions. You will breathe in from 9 straight down the spine in a spiral to 0. The spiral will travel either clockwise or counterclockwise. It does not matter. Whichever way it goes down, it will reverse on the way back up with your out breath. So you will breathe in from 9 to 0 through the spine in a spiral down. You will release the breath at the top, going from 0 to 9 in a reverse spiral. We will begin on 3. 1, 2, 3. Breathe in from 9 to 0 in a spiral down. Release from 0 to 9, reverse spiral up. Breathe in from 9 to 0, spiraling down. Release, reverse the spiral from 0 to 9. Please do 10 of these breaths on your own. Breathe in now. Resume natural breathing, please. We have a final breathwork practice to share with you. However, we will do so at the end of the call. If you will please open your eyes, you may begin with your first question.
Hello. Thank you for allowing me to be the voice that asks the questions. And Boo Healers, I know I speak for all of us when I say I have immense gratitude for all of the energy that you surround us with and give so graciously.
It is our pleasure.
The first question, and several of them, would like to get to know you specifically and you as a group of beings. Are you able to tell us more about your home?
Yes, we originate in a star system that is far from your Milky Way galaxy. It is, as of yet, undetected by your human instruments. And so, therefore, we do not have a name to share with you because humans create names for things in ways that we do not. Know that our star system is a great distance from this one, and that we have journeyed out in all directions from our point of origination, meaning our kind. In that, too, our kind has also changed and evolved in its own way, where we have created what may appear to be different species. Just as you're on your human planet and your human world, humans look very different from one another based on where they live in the world, but you all share the same quality of being humans. The same is true for us. The closest we can say is that your kind have called some of us Arcturian, and we have a contingency of our kind living in that area of the universe. And to know that Arcturians are like us in that we all have a blue hue to our the color that we emanate from what you might describe as skin. However, we do not have skin in the same way that you do. Our energetic frequency is much higher, using your words, than the 3D world. And therefore, the tangible nature of us to you is non existent. In other words, for you, you see us as being invisible. However, to our kind, we see each other in the same types of ways you see yourselves. Yet for us, we perceive what you might call a whole body experience. Our existence is a vibrational frequency. And because each vibrational frequency that the individual one of us holds is unique, it will appear that we have a form. We are humanoid in the ways that you look, where we have feet that we stand on, legs and arms and hands, a head, a neck, and a torso. However, our kind are much taller than your kind. We exist um, in a way where we can change the way we appear to humans. You might call it shape shifting. However, for us, it is just the way our vibrational frequency exists in the moment at the time we are communicating with another. So for us, we can even change to a frequency where we cannot be seen even by our own kind. It is the way that we conserve or reserve our own energetic pattern or frequency in a form that you might call sleep. We do not require this state of shutting down as frequently as you. However, it is beneficial to us for certain reasons, for which we will not explain at this time. We also have what you would call families, communities, and we exist very differently. Our offspring are generated in a way where they do not go through the childhood process the same ways that you do. Instead, we are fully formed and we are given consciousness or awareness or information in our creation. There is not generally a need for us to procreate at the same rate that you do. Your procreation is almost entirely unconscious. It is an act of a biological urge that is based on some very old information in your DNA prior to the great change where star seeds began to create new versions of the 3D humans as you know yourselves to be today are nothing like what existed on your planet in the not too distant future. The star seed information download and information sharing was an agreement that the galactic connection that we have with other species in the universe decided that we would give the Earth a little bit of a change. And in this agreement, it was a positive thing for all, not negative, although there are species in the universe whereby they have chosen to insert their negative information into your DNA. That is the much smaller part of how humans, as they are today, have come into existence. Yet, for many of you, it is the more compelling story to tell. As long as you continue to tell the story of negativity in your world, that will continue to exist. It does not exist in our world for our kind. If it does, it is a very egregious expression of who we are. And sometimes it calls for a reprogramming or a cleansing of the one or more who may have been infiltrated in our kind, who have been infiltrated by an outside source. It is a very extremely rare occurrence, as should be on your planet as well. The universe itself is comprised of things that are light and things that are dark, and there is no feeling or emotion around any of it. Your world and many other worlds in the universe that are similar to yours have this duality of negative and positive. And your world, which is similar to many other worlds, have emotional responses and connections to one another that we find fascinating, yet we also know do not exist in great numbers in the universe at large. Emotions are something that we adopt from you and use these expressions in words so that you can relate to us. But know that when we say love, when we say fear or hate, when we say anything that has to do with the emotional world, it is a method of communication, as if we have inserted these words into our vocabulary uh, from another language, meaning your language, so that you can understand us. Know that we are a vibrational frequency that is comprised entirely of what you describe as the emotion love. So when we use the word love profusely, it is simply because it is the word in your language that resonates best with how we are and exist and perceive the entire world that we exist in and the world around you. Know that our love for you, our vibrational frequency, that is of kindness and joy and all of the wonderful things that each of you desire in your life. Each of you are here for that specific experience in your life. Each of you are trying to escape depression, hate, fear, discord, lack of coherence and connection. That's what those emotions represent. Anything that is negative in your world is simply a lack of coherence and connection. If you, on any level, seek coherence and connection, it is because you seek love. You seek higher vibrational frequencies of yourselves, which means that you will be able to better connect to us. Some of you have an experience of time on your planet where you have evolved in the death and rebirth cycle, where your starseed origins have awakened in a way that allow you to connect more quickly to 5D. Know that, yes, there will be some of you who will find it easier to connect to the fifth dimensional world, to the unseen world, but it is all of you, in all of you, to have the right to do so, to have the skills to do so. Know that your limitations may be that you simply need to find within yourselves the starseed connection for which you have in the universe. It is a simple process by going within in your meditation and saying, "What kind of alien am I?" That is the word you use for your starseed origins. You use the word alien. It has changed into a very negative connotation on your planet, whereby an alien is someone of your kind who exists in another country, has another belief system, and in doing so, you have robbed that word of its actual meaning, which is the connection you have to your starseed origin. Begin to look for that. Today is your day. This time is your time. The more you can connect into your star seed origin, meaning finding the unique connection that you have to the fifth dimensional world, whether it is from this planet or another one, or a different dimension, or the dimension in which you are currently living. Know that each and every one of you has a connection there. And if you can find your way to that connection, should this be of interest to you, you will find that your connection to in conversations with us or the beings of your starseed origin, many of you have already connected with Pleiadian energy, Arcturian energy. And for those of you who are familiar with those energies, nurture and put more energy and emphasis in that area. In doing so, you will open your hearts to greater connection and love, not only with starseed origins, but with your own kind. There are many starseed origins, and many of you have multiple connections out into the universe. It is not for you to say, "I am Pleiadian, I am Arcturian." Know that that is one small part of you, just as your humanity is one small part of you. Choose now to allow even your connection to the 5D world, to your starseed origins, to have many, many possibilities. Love and connect with everyone around you who has any interest whatsoever in these starseed origins. Let these people be part of your circle. Stop trying to find ways to disconnect from one another. Your fear is not helpful in any way except to prevent you from being run over by a car if you are standing in the middle of the street and a car is coming your way. Your fear is just for that survival in the moment. Every other animal on your planet is wired that way. If you forget how to go back to being in a place of homeostasis, simply visit one of your zoos. You will find many representations of that part of yourself there. Until you are able to relieve yourself entirely of what you call fear, which leads to disconnect, depression, sadness, anger, frustration, and a general sense of anxiety. When you're able to disconnect from your fear,
You will find that your body will still find a way to jump out of the road when a car is coming toward it. You do not need to maintain that fear anywhere within you as a sense of saving yourself. That mechanism will always be present, even if you no longer feel fear in your world. In addition to this, you ask about us, and we are pleased to know that your interest now extends beyond just you, just beyond the human world. You are fascinating creatures to us, but we do not sit around all day talking about ourselves. Instead, we look to you to say, how is it that this is such a magnificent place, such a wonderful experience of who they are? We never have conversations amongst ourselves about what we fear. We do not look at the Arcturian uh, connection we have with our kind and say, oh, you are different. You live on Arcturus. You live in the star system that is different from where we are right now with humans in the Earth solar system. We never have these conversations. It is never for us to go within and try to find our feelings. We are not looking for problems in our world. We do not seek to find ways to disconnect from our own kind. Instead, we are genuinely in a creative space, constantly seeking more information, more excitement, more joy in knowing that we have connected with you and that you are interested in connecting with us is the joy, the vibrational frequency of joy that allows us to continue to observe and help out in any way we can. So if you think that we sit around in a coffee shop on our the place where we live at this time, which is a mobile place, according to your terms, we do not do that. We may gather together and share information to one another about the experiences we are having in and around your world or with other species from other planets or other star systems. Instead, we are always seeking out ways of refinement, ways of making our kind, our experience of your kind, our experience of other worlds into a beautiful narrative of the universe itself. We seek only more connection and beauty. We seek only sharing our vibrational frequency in a way that is helpful. So, as you are sitting next time at a coffee shop, complaining about your lives and feeling sorry for whatever it is that is going on, know that it is a very interesting thing for us to watch. How you have this wave or this frequency upon which you ride up and down and up and down in your emotional world, and how easy it would be for you to simply let go of all the things that prevent connection so that you can have connection. We also understand too that your 3D body requires a tremendous amount of care. In remaining in a positive state, you may need to find ways to refresh and reconnect through diet, exercise, time outside, and just generally stepping away into nature with your face to the sun for a few moments, reminding yourself that you are so blessed to be on a planet that has such a beautiful sun. And at night, you have a beautiful satellite, your moon, that shines down on you, reminding you of the magnificence of who you are in relationship to the natural world around you. We thank you for your questions about us. Please ask more questions at any time. We would love to share our stories, but please ask your next question for now.
Yes, I just want to be mindful of everyone's time. It's almost at the end of the hour, but if you're willing to take more questions, I would love to ask.
Thank you for asking. We had a late start, so there is more energy in your host. So you may continue for another 15 minutes.
Fantastic, thank you. Um, is there anything we can help you with?
Yes, connect to your heart. Step forward in your purpose. Let go of hate. Insist that hate is no longer part of your world. Let go of your thoughts in ways that are destructive and allow yourselves again and again to step into the beauty of who you are in your unique nature as the human that you are. Connect with each other, love each other, share with each other the beauty. Know that this body of people here in this call, this body of people sees the best in one another. Continue to dive deeply into that connection. Allow yourselves to love one another, to help one another, to be open to change within yourself so that you can change those who are around you just by being in love. Know that in your conversations, you may assist others in finding their ways back to their heart. Ask your people around you questions. How can I be free of this? Help me with this. Be vulnerable enough to ask for help. You do not need to be perfect. You are here to help one another. Lean into that. Lean into whatever your struggle is, knowing that the other person may have found their way free and can help you, or they struggle with the same thing, and the two of you together can find a third person who maybe can assist you in rising out of your perpetual suffering. That seems to be a big habit for humanity. Your next question.
Yes, thank you. What are your thoughts on directing or radiating love to strangers you come across with? Do you think we need their permission?
This is an excellent question. We will go back to talking about our kind. We emit a vibrational frequency that allows those around us, our kind specifically, to see us as we are, to not see us, to experience what we are experiencing, to acquire the knowledge that we have acquired even in this moment right now. I can go back and share with others who are not here at this time. The many of us who are here can meet up with others of our kind and share this information. Our kind are receptive to information. We do not feel that it is good or bad. In your world, you are also emitting a vibrational frequency of love. You do not ask permission of the people you walk by. If you had to do so, you would never get anywhere in your life. You would be talking about vibrational permissions all day long. Instead, know that if you resonate in love, you need not try to direct your love to a stranger in your world. Instead, know that they are not asking your permission to emit a vibrational frequency of fear or hate, are they? They would not. And if they did, you most certainly would say, no, thank you. I am good without that. Instead, it is time for your kind to understand that you are responsible for only your own vibrational frequency. If you are with intention sharing your vibrational frequency, such as in this space, you are all intending to connect with the vibrational frequency of everyone around you in a state of love. You should be attempting to connect with the vibrational frequency of love with everyone around you. If you find that you are in a different place where your vibrational frequency is of fear or hate or not enough or whatever it is you want to call a negative vibrational frequency or a lower vibrational frequency in your world, you are unfortunately also doing so and allowing others to have that experience as well. This is a good question, very much a good question, because now you can begin to understand how it is that if you wish to change the world around you, you need to continue to remain in a vibrational frequency that is higher than the energy around you. It is the only way you can change the energy for a stranger who may walk by you. So, for example, you may sit down and love your child. You may hold your child in your arms in love, and that vibrational frequency extends so far out that your energy field will completely encompass them. It will completely surround them. And in fact, until children in your world reach a certain age, these young children thrive on and need that energy field around them for a period of time to actually survive on your planet. This is why children are so vulnerable. This is why your children are so open-hearted. And this is why you look at them with compassion and love. It is because that is the only frequency they know. It is how they are born. And in being within your vibrational frequency of love as a mother, a father, a caregiver, or someone who just loves the child, know that you are perpetuating their love and their life. An unfortunate quality in your world is that many parents live constantly and chronically in a state of fear and hate. And as their newborn comes into the world in a state of vulnerability and love, if a parent is completely shut down in their own fear, dysfunction, hate, self hate in particular, their energy field, even in love, will wrap around the child, and this information exchange is profound. This is how children end up with vibrational or energetic patterns that follow in their pattern, the pattern of their parents. And if you love to use the term choice, when you turn 18 and you are away from your parents, you now have choice, begin to rethink that. Begin to rethink what choice means for you in your world. Do you really have choice if all you have ever known is one thing? Parents would do well to in your world, and this will be an evolutionary process. So if you are a parent, take your time and be patient and loving with yourself. If you are in a marriage, the same is true. Be patient and loving with yourself. Attempt to return to what it feels like to be that newborn child in a state of love and vibrational frequency, of joy, creation, and change. If you can understand that, you will see greater change in the world around you. Know that it is how our kind live all the time. We live in that vibrational frequency. We just do not use the words that you use, and we stay there all the time. You can do the same. It does not matter that you have a 3D body. Your bodies are not meant to age. You have within you something that would be considered the fountain of youth. If you were to stay in the perpetual state of love and connection, as you do when you are born as a human, you would find that you would never age. You would grow up, your body would become an adult form of yourself, and you would continue to stay in that state pretty much forever. Only eventually you would make choices to leave your body for other experiences. So, thank you for this question about permission. You do not have to give or receive permission. Know that you are giving permission to negative energetic frequencies that come into your space. It is okay for your energy field to close itself in a certain type of way, to say no, thank you, just as if you would put your hand up as if to refuse some type of food that someone is offering you. No, thank you is an easy thing to do with your energy field. Do not, however, try to go out into the world and use your energy field to wrap around random strangers. You will find that this will only create troubles and difficulties within yourself. In doing so, without their voluntary consent, you may, in fact, choose to trigger within yourself, in doing so, a vibrational frequency that may have been passed down through your DNA sequence. It is maybe not in your best interest to activate that DNA sequence in your physical 3D world. Again, if you were to live forever in your body, staying in that higher vibrational frequency, it would be a natural response to the world around you to say no thank you to vibrational frequencies for which you do not feel you would like to have in resonance in your own field, your own energy, and your own body. Your next question, please.
Thank you. I believe you may have already answered this, but I think this person needs to hear their words asked to you. I feel I am in a bad relationship with my thoughts. How do I break up with chronic negative thinking forever?
This is a beautiful question to ask because it is an affliction for which many, if not all, humans have challenges. Look outside yourself. What is surrounding you? What is the primary narrative of your kind? What is that conversation? This is a direct reflection of the narrative in someone's head. Everything you expose yourself to that is negative has now taken up residence in your head. These little bits of information are like your computer system. Your computers become bogged down with information that you put into it, and eventually your computers will stop working. And in doing so, you find that maybe you can take it into a shop to be cleaned. And sometimes it will work, but generally it will not. Continue on in the ways that you would like. Your brain, which is comprised of every cell of your body, your memories, your thoughts are in every single cell of your body. This tiny bit of information that comes in and lodges itself in the negativity category, negative thought, is just simply taking up residence. You know that you cannot throw away your brain or your body, although humans do it all the time in the death and rebirth cycle. It is literally the end of the computer's ability to function when a human body dies. It has been bogged down with too much information of negativity, faulty beliefs, poor habits, and patterning that cripples the body into a very uncomfortable form or shape. Know that this metaphor of the computer has come into your world for you to understand that that is what you do with your body. You collect data, you store it in the memories in your world of your body, and your fingers become gnarled as you age. Your shoulders begin to slump. You begin to feel anxious and depressed because all of the information in your human computer is bogging down your system, whereby it will eventually completely shut down. How is it that you can change the relationship to your human world? If you think about it, you have the technology to create a computer that is unlimited. You have the technology to create a computer that holds all the data. You also have the knowledge and technology for properly categorizing information in a computer so that it will never, ever shut down. Your world is very interesting because you love to create limitations that prevent you from having total unlimited freedom within yourself and your world. Your computers do not need to shut down, to break, and to be replaced. It is entirely and completely ridiculous and wasteful. However, your planet loves to create temporary expressions of things that could have unlimited possibilities and potentials, just as is in your brain, in your body. If you are bogged down with negative thinking, begin to examine the space in which you are depositing this information. Where is it going and why are you holding on to it? Are you depressed? You are holding on to information from a source that does not belong in that place in your body. Are you anxious? Again, you are holding on to information that is preventing you from having an unlimited and beautiful experience of being in the 3D world. Is your body beginning to break down in the aging process? Do you look in the mirror and see someone you don't recognize because you have become very old? Your body is holding this information in its skin cells, in its joints, in its bones, in its organs, in its abdomen, in its psyche, in the energy that surrounds you. So, as you are grappling with negative thoughts, chronic negativity, know that it is your poor little old 3D body that is trying to tell you something. It is saying, time to back up the computer and download or dump this information into the trash can. Let it go. Just let it go. And if you are, and many of you are, we can hear your thoughts saying, but I can't. But tell me how. Give me exact instructions how to fix this in me now. And our answer to you is only you have the answers. The information in your body is as unique and diverse as the collection of cells that make up you, the collection of energetic frequencies that make you different from your siblings or your parents. Even if you have an identical twin, you will be vastly different. You may look similar on the outside. Internally, you are vastly different. Know that as you are struggling with chronic negativity, and we assure you, anxiety and depression and aging are a form of this chronic negativity, it is time for you and your kind to get together in a coffee shop, just as our kind gets together and discuss the possibility of how you could release all of these tidbits of information that are bogging down your system in a way that would create endless life, unlimited possibility, boundless joy, persistent love, and a tenacious action on your part to be creative in your world, grow in your world, anti-age in your world, live in love and share that with everyone around you. The answers are within you to this problem. And the answers are within each of you, and you all hold a small piece of it. Join together and have these discussions. Do it daily. Do it weekly. Enjoy the company of others, but also know that you need to take action within yourself. Say to yourself, I am not aging anymore. My organs are not harming me anymore. My skin is vibrant and youthful and beautiful now and forever. I do not know who depression is, but it can no longer live in this house of my world and my body. Be in a state of love, but also know that your world is set up so that you do this in community. When you have mastery of something, take it into the world in a bigger way. Do not play small. Take your heart forward into groups such as this. Trust and love one another. In doing so, you will create unlimited possibilities for yourselves. Know that the computer system of your planet is getting bogged down. The computer system of humanity is getting bogged down. It is time now for you to clean this stuff up, clean up yourself, and take action in your immediate world around you. Raise your children with love. Take a stand for what they are exposed to and ensure that they are raised in love. Your next question, please.
We have gone past the 15 minutes. Would you like another question, or shall we do your final breath work?
It is time for final breath work. Please close your eyes. Tune into your natural breathing. Scan your body to see if there have been any changes in this short amount of time. And recognize with love any vibrational frequencies in your thoughts or your physical body that still feel slightly out of alignment. If you are able, please open your eyes temporarily and stand up. 2 feet on the ground. If you are unable to stand, it is fine. It will still be effective. Simply feel your feet on the ground. Place your arms straight down at your sides, turning your palms forward, meaning rotate your thumbs out so that they point away from your legs. Extend your fingers wide so that they do not touch. However, relax your hands as much as possible. Tune into your toes. Wiggle them and feel them spread. And now tune into your neck, where your fifth energy center exists. Know that this energy center is the powerhouse of the human being. It both transmutes energies out and draws creativity, manifestation in. Your sixth energy center is the message center. It is the message or the radio frequency that goes out into the universe for what you want. It needs to be connected with your heart in order for your desire, your desire for what you want to be tempered with love. This is a unique human quality. So you connect in coherence your heart with your sixth energy center right now. Please do so. Recognize that as you connect your sixth energy center with your fourth energy center, it directly passes through the fifth energy center. This is the center that will begin to eject the data from your body, as we just suggested, of a lack of alignment. So any of those energies you felt in your body on the scan will be released as we do this next breath. In addition to that, you will set an intention, one intention. And at the same time as your body releases through 5, all of the vibrations in your body that do not align with what you desire, the other part of your fifth energy center will begin to draw in what you do want. Your hands are wide and your toes are wide and your feet are solid on the ground because these energy centers in the palms and the feet are just as significant as the other ones you use so frequently, 1 through 7, for your torso. In this energy cycle, as you breathe, you will focus on your hands and feet instead of 6, 5, and 4. At this point, you are versed enough in allowing those energy centers to do their thing without you needing to think about it. Instead, you will focus the breath on your palms. You will breathe in through the energy through your feet from the earth, and it will rise from your feet all the way up through your energy center in one big sweep, encompassing your entire body up to 7. So your in breath will go through your feet. When it reaches 7, the natural out breath will release out and down through the palms. And so the cycle will begin. In breath through the feet, from the earth, all the way up to 7, and just beyond. And with the exhale, you will release through your palms, and it will begin again. Now, before we begin, and of course, we will start on 3, you need to relax your body for a moment, including your hands. Just relax everything. Allow your spine to straighten slightly so that it is in alignment. Remember that your information channel goes through your spine. If the spine is not in alignment, the energy flow will be a little restricted. So shake your body if you need to, wiggle your body if you need to, bring that spine into alignment in a way that is comfortable for a standing or a straight postured seating position. Please bring your attention now to what you desire. If it is the health of one organ, focus your energy there. If it is to be relieved of depression, focus your energy there. Please ask only for what you want, not for, please make my son, daughter, friend well. This is about you in this moment. Focus now and pull that one thing, that one intention that you are asking for today into your heart. Now that you are holding this in your heart, ask your 6th energy center to connect with your heart, allowing the information to travel through 5 up to 6. And notice as you do so, your throat has become activated. Allow it to do its thing. Do not try to get in the way of the process. Notice as 5 begins to draw energy from around your body, releasing the energies that no longer belong. And now we begin with the breath. On 3, you will breathe in through your feet, allowing the energy of the earth to expand out through your entire body and energy field just above 7. On the exhale, you will release everything that will pull centrally from head to foot into the torso, down the arms, and out the hands. Allow 5, 6, and 4 to do their thing. You do not need to focus your energy there. Instead, focus on your breathing. We will begin on 3. 1, 2, 3. Breathe in completely from the feet to the top of the head and slightly beyond. Release, exhale, send the energy from all parts of your energy field out through the palms. Turn them forward, please. Breathe in through the feet, all the way up just past the top of your head. Release out through the palms. Breathe in through the feet, all the way up to above your head. Release the energy out through the palms. You may need to move your arms. That is okay. Breathe in through the feet. And breathe out through the palms. Breathe in through the feet. And out through the palms. It is okay if your body starts to undulate and move. Allow it to do so. Breathe in through the feet. And out through the palms. Breathe in through the feet. And out through the palms. Please do 5 more of these on your own. And resume natural breathing. Scan your body. Tuning into 4, 5, and 6. Notice if you need more time with this process, you can do so on your own. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes. I want to thank you all for being here. It's an amazing space. Appreciate you all so much. Try to maintain this wonderful connection you have with your heart for as long as possible. Sending you all so much love.